Hello my friends, something has happened in my garage. I have actually sold the KTM 1050 Adventure and swapped it with a new Honda. The 2016 Honda Africa Twin, long-awaited bike, or as Honda calls it in internal codes, CRF100L. Why did I do that? You might have seen the last video where I said the 1050 is a great bike, and I'm still convinced it is a great bike. But whenever you go off the pavement, you will notice quickly that the chassis and the wheels have its limitation on gravel roads. And since I'm riding a lot of gravel around here in Sweden, I wanted to have a bike with 21-inch front wheel and spoked wheels. And there doesn't seem to be anything in that class right now. When you read the comments of the journalists, everybody is really positive about that bike, and by now I think I can share that. I've had the bike 3 days. I've been riding about 600-700 kilometers, and I can say I really like it. There are some points, however, which I don't like, and I will talk about that in a moment. Oh, there's a guy on a quad coming there. We are paragliding here. So what do I like about the bike? I think in the beginning I thought I was a little bit skeptical because the wet weight with gas is about 232 kilograms according to official specifications. And I thought this is a little bit too heavy, but at the other hand the 1050 is approximately the same weight. I think it's 228. The 990 wasn't even much lighter either, and I managed both on gravel roads. At the other hand, Honda really has managed to balance the bike very well by centralizing all the masses. If you would see it from the other side, you could see there's a plastic cover on the left side where the battery is placed. So the battery is right behind the cylinders. Also on the other side there's a toolbox, so you can put the heavy tools low, just next to the point of gravity. Very well done, Honda. The chassis, I thought, is excellent. It absorbs bumps much better than 1050 chassis on gravel. Even deep potholes, I don't want to say you just sail over, but much better, definitely. Well, that bike is made for off-road riding. However, I have a little bit of a problem. That is, at around 60-70 kilometers an hour, the bike starts heavily jumping like that, frequently jumping, and I know that that's probably an unbalanced wheel. I had seen that previously on my 990 Adventure, and it disappeared after I had the tires changed and well balanced. And that's anyway the first thing on the program. The tires which come with the bike are basically road tires. Forget them on anything about not dry gravel, so wet gravel on grass or whatever. You're gonna go down quicker than you can react. So first thing is I ordered actually some Hayden K60 front and back. Because also that tire is road approved in Germany, for example, for that bike. And the German viewers might know Germany is very much regulated when it comes to tires on motorcycles. In other countries like Sweden, if the size is okay, there's no problem with that. But in Germany, you need to have a road legal tire on the motorcycle. I also like the wind protection. Yesterday I was riding home the 600 kilometers with a full face helmet. And the wind protection was very good, no vibrations at all. I'm 1.71 m tall only, should I say short? Okay, short, 1.71 m short. I'm actually riding the bike with the seat in the upper position. You could put it down 2.5 centimeters, but I found that my knee angle gets too uncomfortable. I'm used with high bikes, and as long as I can get one foot flat down, I'm happy with it. And if I have the right foot on the foot peg, I can get the left foot all the way down. So quite okay for me. But that also defines your head in relation to the windscreen, and that works quite nicely for me, no problem. The finish of the bike in general is great. If you look at the paint, the white and red paint is actually covered with clear paint. There are some stickers here which seem to be above paint, but I hope they are going to last. However, what you need to do is you need to put, or you should put, some protective foil here on that area, because that is where your knees are touching the tank when you're riding standing, in a standing position or even sitting position. And with a bit of dirt and sand and dust, you're quickly gonna ruin the paint here, and it doesn't look simply nice. So I have bought a little bit of film, but I will cover all this area here in film, and probably also the top if I should put a tank bag on it. So now let's talk about the negative points. There are only a few of them. You can always discuss weight. Okay, would be nicer if it would be lighter, but there's nothing to change about that. What Mr. Honda really should change is the tool set. Come on, man, this is a bad joke. With the tools, what should you be able to do? You should be able to adjust the main positions of the bike, like the handlebar. You need a 4mm handle for that. You should be able to adjust the grips. You need an 8mm wrench for that. Nothing of that is in the toolbox. You should also be able, if you get a puncture, to remove the back or the front wheel. You need a 27 or a 22 wrench for the front for that. It's not in a tool set. So that means if you can't lose the axle on the back, you can't even adjust the chain tension. Come on, that's a bad joke. The onboard tool set should be useful for doing on-road maintenance, and the basic maintenance is adjusting the chain. KTM does that much better. Basically, you have all the tools in there you need. I think you could take apart the complete bike with it. And the cool thing is, we even have a bottle opener in there for the beer after that. So that should be improved, but I will build my own tool set. But I think for that price of the bike, it should be included. Let's talk about the price a moment later. There's another nice feature which I'm missing, which the KTM 1050 had, which is an automatic cancelling of the indicators, which is a nice safety feature, because if you forget to cancel and you're continuously blinking to the left or right side, some people might misinterpret that, and that might lead to some dangerous situations. So I'd like to have auto-cancelling blinkers, indicators, and it looks like the bike doesn't have that. For that price, I would actually expect that. And that's the main criticism I have about the bike is the price. In Sweden it sells for about 145 to 150,000 crowns, which is almost 15,000 euros. In Germany it sells about 25,000 euros cheaper, and that is because there is no Swedish Honda subsidiary, but in Honda it's an independent company who is importing the bike, and it looks like we add another 25,000 on that, and that's too much. The bike should be cheaper, I think. It's still a 1000 with only 95 horsepower. It shouldn't be competing with the big 1200 cubic bikes like the GSs, where I can maybe understand the price. But otherwise, you see, I still got a white grin in the face, which I didn't get rid of since yesterday. And in 3 words, so far, I love it. So I think we'll have a long, nice future together. Because I think if somebody can really build long-lasting engines, then it's Mr. Honda. So, up for adventures, for the real adventure.